Is making it hot across a good chunk of the country, but it's also responsible for rainfall. If you are planning to travel north through San Antonio, West Texas, the Hill Country, more so Central Texas, and then kind of far West Texas, there south of Interstate 20 is where we have a flood watch in place that's going to be until 7 p.m. on Thursday. So this is now through Thursday evening. We have a flood watch, and we already have some flash flood warnings in the Kerr County area as well as Bandera County and Medina County. That's going to be until 1:30. So this region, we are expecting a lot of rainfall over the next several days. We've already seen a decent amount of rain south of Dallas even. That's topped out over 2 to 3 inches, possibly some higher amounts as well. That's your 24-hour rainfall. The northern watershed has picked up some heavier amounts of rain over the last 24 hours as well. And then across the coastal bend, isolated to scattered rain. And that's going to continue to be the trend here. But in the Hill Country, you see these storms almost intensifying, and that is where we have our flash flood warnings. Additionally, there's a flood advisory. That's a more broad area. But that's going to be just off to the west of San Antonio, and that part of the Texas can flood very easily because of the hilly nature. That causes water to essentially accumulate in those rivers and streams, causing low water crossings in the rivers themselves to quickly turn dangerous in those situations. So that is an area that if you're traveling in, avoid low water crossings, maybe wait until later. It looks like we'll see improvements over the weekend, but one of the reasons these storms are almost intensifying overnight is when we have the low-level jet pumping up those southerly winds, that can cause overnight rainfall to intensify. And that's going to continue to be the case right there near San Antonio these next couple of days. Then we get a little bit of a stronger low-level jet as we head into Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Now, Wednesday is the day the coastal bend, mostly the northern area of the coastal bend, but the coastal bend has our best shot of some flooding. That's especially for Bee County, Live Oak County, and Refugio County. Meanwhile, areas south of Corpus Christi, we're still not really expecting much in the way of rainfall at all. And that's going to continue tonight and into Tuesday. And then Wednesday, you see the Hill Country really from Del Rio to San Antonio, and then even up north through the Hill Country Junction and those areas along Interstate 10. Those are all areas that are going to be at a higher risk of flooding over the next 4 days, really. So Central Texas is set up between two areas of high pressure. That pretty much causes a stationary boundary to set up. And that's keeping a chance of rain in between those highs. And so, as I mentioned, Live Oak County, we have the best shot of rain in the northern coastal bend that could lead to flooding on Wednesday. So keep an eye on the forecast there. But for now, high pressure is really keeping most of South Texas fairly rain-free. It's the northern portion and the Hill Country that's going to set up where that trough. So what happens is we have strong high pressure to our north, a high pressure over the Gulf, and in between, we're still getting Gulf moisture being brought up by that low-level jet, and essentially this trough just kind of hangs out until this high starts to take over and continues to push it off to the west and weaken that trough. So we're going to keep rain, periods of heavy rainfall. We're talking precipitable water that's over 2 inches, which means there's abundant moisture in our atmosphere that's going to continue to lead to some daily potential for flooding. This is what our radar could look like on Wednesday morning, so that could cause for a messy commute for our northern counties, but also look at all the rain over the watershed. That's a big bonus. As we head to Wednesday afternoon, another round of rainfall is possible. Then the heavier rain starts to set up more to our west as we head into Thursday. But watershed, especially the northern watershed, we're talking well more than 3 inches. That's across the whole watershed. We're talking 7+ inches of rainfall possible in the Edwards Plateau area of our northern watershed. Now, a lot of that will go into the Edwards Aquifer, but if we can get higher stream flows, that'll get it moving downstream and into our lakes potentially. 79 degrees for your low tonight. As we look ahead to Tuesday, we'll get into the 90s, but we may be a few degrees cooler. Heat index values around 100 up to 105, depending who sees the most rain. We could be a little bit cooler, but again, Wednesday's our best shot of rain, and Saharan dust continues to stick around there into the week ahead. So you will notice those hazy conditions.